Welcome back again. Living off the land. Here we go. Feels like we're right back at it after that little break we had. But yeah, we're back. Coming at you live, Parma, Ohio.
We live.
En
vivo.
In the loft. All right, so today's going to be a little bit different. We're not going to talk sports. We talked only sports the last time. We're going to get into some of our other topics that we like to get into, talking about Cleveland. But just like the last time, the last few times, you guys heard the song, our new intro song called Don't Be Surprised by the Boom Shakalakas. Once again, a local Cleveland band, done good. Buddies of our friend Paul here.
That's right.
You can actually, we didn't mention this the last time, but we just found out, you can follow them on social media at TBS_Cleveland on Twitter and on Instagram at the Boom Shakalakas, which is just their name. Also, like we mentioned the last time, you can follow us on social media. Please do, and let us know what you guys think. Twitter, we are at LOTL Podcast 216. And on Instagram, we are at Living Off the Land Pod. So interact with us. We've been trying to get a little more active here, posting about stuff, posting some pictures, some stories, all that good stuff around town. So yeah, just follow us and interact with us. We'd love to hear what you guys think.
I'm going to go ahead and just apologize for my ineptitude at social media. So once I finally get the handle of it,
Trade him for prospects.
What a scrub. No, seriously, once I finally get the handle of it, because in case you might not know, this is my first year having both Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah, he's a Amish country boy. We're introducing him into the city life.
I'm just a small town.
He's
boy.
lived in the city before,
right? But no, this
we're getting
time
him
around,
back into it. He kind of got away from it for a while.
This last time around, I was simply in the land. This time, I'm living off the land.
That's right. I see what he did there.
Oh,
all right. So we got to talk about this because we've been talking about it. We talked about it at work. Okay. Peanut butter on a hot dog.
disgusting.
Yes, absolutely disgusting. Paul, what is wrong with you?
This time me and Dan actually agree on something like this.
What the hell?
Okay,
come on, Paul.
So the majesticness of peanut butter on something like a hot
big
dog.
Word,
now, all right, now I'm going to make this clear.
I'm
going to make this clear. It can't be just any hot dog. It's got to be like a grade A hot dog. It's got to be an all beef frank. It's got to have that nice casing. It's either got to be grilled. It's got to be seared on the flat top. It's got to be a quality dog. It's got to have that real brininess, that real saltiness to it. And then when you add the peanut butter, the peanut butter just has that nutty earthiness and it's got that creaminess to it. It really balances out. I'm telling you, you can't go wrong with it.
So what you're saying is both of the ingredients have to be absolutely perfect for it to be good.
No, I'm saying the hot dog has to not be crap.
Well,
and then, peanut butter, yeah, there's varying grades of peanut butter, of course, but,
So Great Value peanut butter and Sugardale, not good.
Absolutely not. You were just poisoning your body.
You go either Hebrew National and, I don't know, is Jif a good peanut butter?
We'll accept Jif.
Yeah.
Not
to be confused with GIF.
Oh, no.
Which is the...
No, absolutely not. Although, you see, it's tomato. It's...
All right, that's enough. Anyway, we gotta start giving some counterparts.
Hey, guys, hit us up on social media. Let us know what you think. peanut butter on a hot dog.
Or a burger. Okay, but I got to know, we're not done here. But a little bit more. It's disgusting. I'm a big fan of peanut butter. I'm a big fan of burgers. Not a fan of hot dogs, but I can enjoy a good hot dog if it's grade A or whatever the terminology you used. The only problem is...
I think you said majestic.
Oh, majestic. Sorry. The only problem is I'm not going to ruin a majestic hot dog by putting peanut butter on it.
Right. You put ketchup,
in case
mustard,
anyone's wondering,
relish,
I have tried it.
onions.
I have tried this before, and it's gross.
Yeah, I was with you when you tried it, and I almost threw up.
Because Teresa got it, and I was like, all right, well, I'll try a bite. And I was like, oh, this is disgusting. Just
Ladies and gentlemen, I have to
Seriously.
apologize for the unrefined palates of my cohorts.
Yeah,
here.
I can't. Well, you know what we're going to do? We're going to put a poll up on Twitter.
Oh, that's actually...
We'll see.
no, I will. I'm going to...
Yeah,
You know,
see.
and guys, this is why I'm doing this. This is why I'm here, to let everyone know about the beautiful fusion of peanut butter and hot dogs.
You've used the words
You see
majestic
how he's
and
sarcastically
beautiful.
smiling as he's saying that.
He
doesn't
said
even
beautiful
believe himself.
and
I believe it wholeheartedly. And by the way, peanut butter on a burger, royal.
See, I've seen that, and I've actually seen that on a restaurant menu. I've seen that before. I still won't eat it, but I've seen peanut butter on a burger. The only reason why I've ever seen peanut butter on a hot dog is because Jordan's girlfriend and her disgusting palate.
Okay, I will admit she has a terrible
All I'm
palate
saying-
sometimes. Just sometimes. Sometimes it's good. Other times it's like, oh, peanut butter on a hot
Well,
dog.
she's Italian, so she has really good taste and knows how to cook. But I don't know where she went wrong with peanut butter on a hot dog. I mean,
It was
come
good.
on, Teresa.
Well, also one time she apparently put like 4 different cheeses on her hot dog and she got sick. So that's, I guess.
Well, that's just an overload of
She might just
dairy.
be
That-
self-destructive.
Yeah, no, that's no.
I don't know.
At that point, you're just killing yourself. I mean, there's such thing as overkill.
All right.
Okay, Paul. All right.
So we wanted to get that out of the way because we were arguing
Yeah.
about that at work today. We've been arguing about that all night. So we kind of wanted to get it out there. Let us know what you guys think.
Yeah.
Please let us know.
We really do want to know because I honestly thought
Because Paul has it in his head that this is actually appetizing and it's
The truth-
the
truth is out
but
there.
Sarah
No, the
at
truth-
work, Paul and Teresa, apparently I thought it would have been the overwhelming majority would be against this.
It is
so.
the overwhelming majority.
It probably
you just
still
happen to
is.
you just happen to find the 3 people in the
3 crazy
world.
people in the world.
You'd be surprised at things that
They're
people
not
say when it
crazy.
comes to food.
Dan.
All right, so we just want to talk about that real quick. Let's get into some of the, let's say, places that don't offer peanut butter and hot dogs that we've been to over the last couple weeks.
Yet.
Oh, Paul has a special review.
Paul, what is Paul's bed bug barbecue experience?
All right.
I'm fascinated to know what that is.
So I'm going to start this off by just saying.
No, I feel like you just need to be honest and just get right into it.
Okay, this is easily one of the most disappointing things ever. So, let's see, what night was that? It was, I believe it was a Friday. Can't exactly remember. One day during the week, go out to Angelo's, grab pizza with friends, just a nice little gathering. And afterwards, there was mention of going out to Brew Nuts out in Gordon Square. And so everyone gets in their car, they're heading out. I'm riding with a couple friends. And on our way there, we're going down Madison. And I think it's not long after you cross 117th, or also known as Memphis. I see this sign. Now, there's a light pole kind of blocking part of the sign. But it's very clear that there's an image of a dog, there's a grill, there's flames, and there's clearly the word barbecue. Okay? I just catch a glimpse of the sign. Again, it's kind of obstructed. Didn't really get to take a long look at it. And I see a light on in this little, addition to what appears to be like a car garage or something like that. Just a small little extension. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my gosh, I have just found a new barbecue place in Cleveland. Or at least a smaller one. Maybe kind of like a little, dive barbecue place, kind of like the ones you find in gas stations in Texas or something. I'm excited. I'm so excited. I think I even mentioned this on maybe our first episode, second episode.
He definitely
I was
previewed,
so
yeah.
excited. And let's see. So it was not long after that at work. My one coworker and I, Sarah, we love talking about food a lot. She always mentions a lot of places to try. I've actually got a list of places that she's mentioned that I'm looking to try. She's the one who introduced us to LBM, which we talked about.
Yeah.
And
good place.
So I make mention.
She also is one of the peanut butter freaks. But go on.
No, just all right. We digress. But we just started talking, and I make mention of this barbecue place I'm really excited to try out. And she's like, oh, where's it located? And I start describing, when you go across 117th or where it kind of turns into Memphis, you're on Madison. And she says, is it called Bed Bug Barbecue? And I said, it might be. I didn't really see the full sign. She's like, you might want to look into that. I don't think that's a barbecue place. And I said, okay, I'll check this out. That sounds like that might be the name. Get back to my desk, and before I even get a chance to look this up, she walks over and she says, it's an extermination company. I look it up.
They barbecue bed bugs.
I look it up. The full sign is this dog with a happy face, some golden retriever looking mutt, standing in front of a charcoal grill, literally flipping bed bugs with tongs. Who, in their right mind, advertises, and thank you, Jimmy, for the visual.
Oh, there it is.
Bed bug
So
barbecue
imagine a light pole. I apologize for our listeners that you can't see this. Just look up Bed Bug Barbecue. You see what I mean? Imagine a light pole right down the middle there. Right down the middle. So as far as I'm concerned, it says Bad Dog Barbecue.
There's literally. Is he holding a bug above the fire?
Paul,
He is holding a bug.
He's grilling a tick.
Okay, listen. You listen to me right now. You listen to me right now. We're in a car. We're moving. It's nighttime. There's a light pole in front of the sign. You tell me that you don't see that sign and think that it's a barbecue joint.
No, I don't know.
And in my defense, who in their right mind advocates for an extermination business by showing a dog cooking bugs on a grill? That to me is the epitome of a tease. It is a crime. I cannot explain how disappointed I am.
I'm not gonna lie. If I saw that sign, the first thing I'd probably do would look up their website or look up.
Here's the thing, too.
And I was going to.
But you didn't. Okay, interesting.
Because Sarah beat me to the
Oh,
punch.
I forgot that we're in the early 2000s and
You know what,
looking
Jordan?
up things online is not common thing.
You know what, Jordan? All right, no, I tried looking for it, had been unable to find it. Sarah beats me to the punch. And you know what, Jordan? As a former reporter, you should know sometimes you just gotta do legwork. Sometimes you just gotta go out in the city. You've gotta experience it. You've gotta put your feet on the pavement. You've gotta stick your head into a couple doors, okay?
Oh, my word.
You know what? Forgive me for wanting to take a leap of faith, but you know what? Barbecue is a growing thing in Cleveland, and maybe there's just this tiny little treasure that's tucked into the ghetto of Madison and Memphis Avenue. So,
Oh, it's a treasure, all right.
Oh, wow. I mean, all right, I'll give you this. You mistaking it for something like Bad Dog or something. Bad Dog Barbecue sounds like a legit. In fact, you could probably Google Bad Dog right now, and there probably is a barbecue.
there is Bad Dog Barbecue.
Jimmy's doing it right
there
now,
is
so
such thing as Bad Dog Barbecue.
The problem is you didn't Google this, which I'm a little disappointed in you that you
Don't
didn't do
tell
that.
me what I did and didn't do. Don't tell me what I did and didn't do. Do not tell me my business, Jordan. Do not tell me my business.
Yeah.
Oh, there is a Bad Dog. Where is it? Pennsylvania? Oh, it's
Pennsylvania.
5-star rating. Wow. Okay.
And you know what? Sometimes people have franchises. Sometimes people plant stores in other states. So you know what, Jordan? I'm not going to have you. No, you are not going to sit here and you are not going to chastise me for an honest mistake.
Before punches start getting thrown,
You thought our last episode got heated.
let's talk about hopefully. I don't know. I didn't go an actual barbecue joint. What about B&M Barbecue?
Okay, so this also was me.
Okay, was this a legit barbecue place?
I can testify this actually is a barbecue
Okay, so you
place.
actually ate barbecue there.
I ate food. I did not eat bed bugs.
Okay, good.
I did not eat ticks.
What about ticks?
No ticks. Ticks were off the menu.
Dung beetles?
Exterminating.
They were out of dung beetles, actually.
Dung beetles.
No, so
Mayflies? That's a Cleveland.
So I will say, I actually can't get too much into B&M because I grabbed it for lunch at work one day. Our one coworker Amanda, she had mentioned it. So I would like to go back and actually like experience what the real barbecue.
Oh, this is the place right by work.
It's very close. So if you go up Puritas, and right where it intersects 130, if you just cross over where it turns into Bel Air, it's literally right there. You can't miss it. It's on the left-hand side. So B&M, I mean, it's a dive of a place. It's a grab-and-go barbecue place. You're not sitting there eating. So you walk in, you know, it's grungy, nothing pretty to look at, but honestly, it's very divey. But that to me, honestly, you're just going there to pick up your barbecue and go. So I'm not upset that you're not necessarily going to win any sort of like interior decoration awards. That doesn't matter. One thing is really majestic. When you walk in, they have
That's the second time you use that word.
Well, you know, you've got vibes. I've got majestic. We all have our keywords.
Paul's majestic. I'm vibey.
You know,
right.
So one thing I absolutely love. When you walk in, there's a vent that is blowing the smoky smell from the smoker into the, I guess you could call it.
Wait,
foyer.
really?
No, seriously. You walk in and it smells like a smoker.
That's interesting.
To me, in a wonderful way. Some people might not. You know, some people. No, Dan. No, you gotta stay.
Sorry.
Where are you going?
I don't know. I thought Jimmy was calling me over to look at something.
I meant you guys have your hats.
Oh, we're doing the backward
so
hat club.
We're the Backward Hat Society.
Yeah, we're getting real deep into this.
Ever heard of the Purple Hat Society? Well, we're the Red Hat Society.
So B&M barbecue.
So B&M barbecue. No. So. Pretty quick service. I mean, honestly, when it comes to barbecue, a lot of things are done ahead of time, so there really isn't much to.
Is it a sit-down place?
No, you're literally walking in. You're walking up to the window. You're placing your order, or you've already called in your order, and you're picking it up to go.
So it's like it's a typical city barbecue place.
Yeah, no, city barbecue. You walk in. It's run down, but I mean, like I said, you're walking in. You're smelling barbecue cooking, and it's fantastic. And I just opted to get a real quick, simple lunch. I got their Polish boy, Cleveland staple. If you live in Cleveland, there's 99% chance that you've had or heard of a Polish boy. So I opted for that side of mac and cheese, just something really quick. Pretty cheap too, honestly. I think the small side of mac and the Polish boy was $7, something around there. And it's pretty solid. I got a spicy sausage Polish boy. It's pretty flavorful. Barbecue sauce, nice and balanced. I will say I wish the fries were done a little better.
Like they weren't crispy enough? Or?
No, they tasted... All right, you know when you bake... Like when you get frozen steak fries and you bake them, but sometimes some of them they get a little undercooked.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
No,
maybe they heated up, but they didn't quite...
And they got like that weird flavor.
Yeah, you've got that weird frozen potato texture. That's what these tasted like.
Okay.
They didn't necessarily taste like they were fried, or at least fried very long. So, the texture's a little off. I'm not necessarily going to, really knock them for it. Super messy, but you've got foil and stuff there to catch it for you.
Sure.
It's a solid, quick bite to eat to grab.
So compare it to our favorite place, the Proper Pig.
That's your favorite place.
To be fair...
Okay, compare it to Mabel's. That's your favorite barbecue place.
Well, to be fair... like I said, I would like to actually try one of their barbecue dishes.
Okay, we can do that.
Because, I mean, this Polish boy, it's...
Yeah, no, you're right. We should both go, actually, for lunch.
No, honestly...
lunch date.
Yeah, it's really close to our work, so you can go up there and grab... Yeah, we'll put in a request. But no, I mean, I think it's just a nice little spot. You can grab a quick bite to eat. I want to try ribs or pulled pork. I really want to try one of their barbecue dishes.
To me, you can really judge a barbecue place based off of their ribs and their brisket.
No, I mean, because those are the backbones, pun intended, of... No, but those are the backbones of any barbecue place, really.
Yeah.
Ribs, brisket, you knock those out of the park. I mean, honestly, you're golden. Right. So I'd be really curious to see how they do there. But I'll just say from my first experience, just grabbing that initial bite, also got a side of mac and cheese. It was good. It was solid mac and cheese. It was hot. Honestly, that's important. Like getting a cold side of mac and cheese is extremely disappointing.
No. So I understand what you're saying.
So I'll give them that.
Okay, so B&M is decent. We still haven't come up with a rating system?
I was actually about to...
Did we ever settle on that? No. We were talking about everything from pierogies to champs. We were going to be like, how many champs? How many pierogies? I
thought bones was a good one.
Bones?
You got dog bones, dog pound.
We could do bones.
All right, just for sake of
argument. We could not be weird and just say how many stars.
Okay, that's boring though. I'm personally a fan of how many crawdads, but that's... Dan just looking at me.
You know what? We'll table this discussion for another time.
Yeah, all right.
Right now, I'll
All
stick
right,
with the star
listeners.
system.
We promise we will have a rating system ready for the next one. So we don't have that yet.
We
but we
theorize that we will have a rating
So
system.
guys, how many cats would you give it?
will.
How many jalapenos?
So, all right, I'll go with this metric. I'll go with my Google review.
Okay.
So out of five,
he Google reviewed it.
out of 5 stars, I'll give it 3.
Okay.
You know,
average.
right? I'll give it average, and honestly, that's also because, like I said, a very small sample size. You know, Polish Boy isn't really a barbecue dish,
Right.
but it was affordable. It was pretty quick. It was pretty tasty. So I'm giving it a 3 out of 5 just to start off with. I'd really like to sample a lot more menu items though to get a real feel for what they're about.
Cool. Good stuff, man. I'm glad you had a real barbecue experience.
Did you want to talk about? You said that you wanted to go back to La Plaza. Did you go back?
Yeah,
there?
I still haven't reviewed everything fully. I've only gone back to get tortillas, salsa, and pan dulce. So I still am not ready to give a full review on that.
Oh, okay.
I will though. I will have that soon.
Coming soon.
Coming soon.
Yeah. Hey, that's a nice little
La
teaser.
Plaza.
All right, cool. So we have one non-barbecue and one barbecue.
We have a fake barbecue.
But one of our favorite pizza places is back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pizza
Finally.
216 downtown. We were able to. Did you go or no?
I didn't go that
Okay,
time.
so-
yeah, Jordan didn't go.
So I went right before the JT concert, which we'll get into in a little bit.
Right.
And then Paul went on opening day.
Correct.
Me, okay, it's a little bit of a mixed bag for me. Everything looks the way it did before, which I love.
It looks exactly the
It looks
same.
like nothing happened. For those of you who don't know, there's a hotel above Pizza 216. It's downtown, across the street on Euclid from Corner Alley. Please go check it out. It's awesome. But they had some, I think, water damage from one of the bathrooms in the hotel room that seeped all the way through and just ravaged the place. Like they had to redo a bunch of their ceiling. A bunch of stuff got damaged. So they were actually closed for over 7 months, I was told by one of the bartenders. But
That's a long time.
Yeah.
That's a really long time.
yeah, so for us, I went with our friends Hannah Kelly and my and Paul's other roommate Abe. We were going to the JT concert, and we wanted to get something to eat, a drink before the concert real quick. So we decided to go to Pizza 216. We tried a bunch of places on East 4th, but everywhere was just packed. So we went to Pizza 216. It was also packed, but there were 3 guys getting up from the bar as we walked in, so we were able to get seats at the bar. It took them 20 minutes to come over to us. 20 minutes.
At the bar.
After, we asked, too. We're like, can we get a drink or something? Still took them about 20 minutes to get to us.
Okay.
This was also the night of the Final Four, and Hannah's a real big Michigan fan, and they were playing
The final, right? It was the final game or the final four?
It was a semi against Loyola, against the Fighting Sister Jeans.
Sister Jeans.
But we also asked them because they didn't have it. It hadn't started yet, but they didn't have it on the channel. So hey, can we have it on the channel, whatever? And I thought it was going to be on CBS. Apparently, I was a demon person for getting the channel wrong, because the look I got for when she tried to put it on CBS and it wasn't there. I'm like, sorry. So I looked it up on my phone. I found it was TBS. So I said, I'm sorry, it's actually TBS. Can we get it on TBS? It took her 10 minutes to change it.
That's always so annoying when bars do that.
It was so weird though. It was almost like she realized that, wow, I'm not really treating my customers very well. She completely changed.
Oh, okay.
Like she didn't come out and apologize, but
Right.
she was way more attentive. She was actually talking with us, smiling, laughing, whatever. So after that, it was really good. The pizza, I gotta say, it tasted good, but it was, when I say flimsy, not that it wasn't undercooked. It was just the dough was so stretched out
Sure.
to the crust. The crust was big and crispy and delicious, but when you picked up the slice,
They were just flop over.
It would just flop over. So I just treated it more as like a New York slice. You know, I folded it up, whatever.
But that's not what we necessarily remember.
It tasted great. Yeah, I mean, pizza 216 is generally thinner pizza.
Do you think it's possible? Do you think it's possible that these might be symptoms of just a really busy night and they just weren't ready?
It was busy.
And they're also getting back on their feet since they reopened.
I mean, whenever you eat at a restaurant, there's always things that you do take into consideration. It's not always an excuse, but you do factor in busy nights, especially if there's a sports event. Let's face it, if you have a bar and there's a sporting event going on, you're probably going to be pretty busy. Yeah. But I mean, it's. I'm glad that.
Paul, not to interrupt, but how would you compare your experience to Dan's? Did you want to get into yours or no?
So
no.
What's that?
We didn't get into his yet.
No, I haven't talked about it yet.
I'm asking. I'm curious.
I had the same sentiment when I walked in. Looked just like what it was. I was actually impressed that when we went, on open day, they're still busy. The game had just started to let out. And originally we had put in for a table for 5, which they said about a 45-minute wait, which honestly I didn't think was bad at all, considering how busy they were. Once it got down to 3, we got sat almost immediately. It wasn't even 10 minutes. I mean, it was really quick, really efficient. And that's an interesting thing about it too. You can be really busy, but you can actually still move around fairly well in that place. So staff was friendly, from our experience. Just went with a traditional pepperoni pizza, actually throwing some mushroom there for good measure. Got some of their their garlic bread knots. Yeah. And I agree with you. The center of the pizza, not undercooked, not raw, but yeah, it is flimsier than I might remember.
Like I said, it's more of a thinner style pizza naturally anyway.
Right.
But it was.
I agree.
It was very.
No, I agree.
It just seemed like the dough was stretched out a little too much. That's all.
Right. No, honestly, I can agree with that. So for me, I did the same thing. I folded the slice, but I mean, honestly, I still think apart from the crust being maybe a little thinner, as far as flavor and quality goes, I feel like they picked up right where they left off. Because one of the things I love about their crust is the fact that it's so chewy, and not chewy as in tough, just chewy as in texture. I mean, you can eat it real easily.
Yeah, it's got that initial crunch, crisp from the wood fire oven.
Exactly from the oven, but the interior is still nice and doughy and bready.
Yeah.
And I mean, I just love wood-fired pizza. It's got that char on there. If you have cured meats like pepperoni or sopressata, it gets crispy just from that extreme heat. It comes right out of the oven.
Yeah.
It's piping hot.
Yeah.
And honestly, when it comes to getting a drink and a pizza at the place, you're also not breaking the bank. Especially, honestly, you can split a pizza, maybe even 2, between a few people.
We split a pizza between 4 of us, and we got garlic knots too, and it was perfectly fine.
It's very affordable, and I think that's a huge perk for them being downtown. I mean, like in downtown. I get it. You can make the argument like, well, pizza isn't the most expensive thing. No, it's not. But the fact that they put out a good quality product and they still make it doesn't break your bank. It's a very easy outing for friends.
They have a good beer selection too.
Yes,
which is cool.
Yes.
And I love how they have the oven out in the open behind the bar, so you can see them actually make your pizza.
Right.
That's true. I remember
that's really
that.
cool.
Yeah, open kitchens are great. To me, it's still my favorite pizza in Cleveland.
Yeah. So overall, I think it was pretty good. When I went, we kind of had a rocky start, but overall, it pulled through. It was good. So obviously, we'll definitely be going back there, but we encourage you guys to definitely check it out if you haven't. Now to a place that I still want to check out. I actually might want to check this out tomorrow. But Paul actually went there yesterday. Was it? Yeah, it was yesterday.
Yeah, it was yesterday. Actually, shoot, I'd be more than happy to go back tomorrow.
Yeah,
that'd actually be a good pre-baseball game idea.
Yeah,
or after. I don't know. Either way.
Yeah, Masthead Brewery, which is downtown. It's what?
It's on Superior. On 12th and Superior.
Yeah. So how's that?
All right, so I haven't gotten to experience as many of the breweries in Cleveland that you guys have, so I've been really excited just to start going out there and experiencing them. And I know Jordan had mentioned this place before. It's just a place that he's wanted to check out. You guys have mentioned it, and so I was really excited to finally get to go. It's like, all right, this is apart from the obvious ones like Great Lakes or something. It's like, okay, this is a chance to check out one of these newer places. Yeah, something different. And I just gotta say, apart from the inconvenience of trying to find parking, it's not in the most convenient spot.
It's been around for a while, but their tap house and this tap house and I don't know what you call it.
Like just the
brew house.
The actual brew house.
Right.
Is pretty new.
Yeah. So
They've been making beer though for I feel like several years.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I've had their beer for
in fact,
years.
some of y'all might have had it too, listeners.
No, it's very possible. So the location, it's a little difficult, especially since the parking garage across the way got transformed into a lot for apartment complexes that have been developed there. So parking, if you don't have a problem parking a little further away and walking, really I don't think it's that big of an issue. I'm not going to make that big of a deal about it. But going in, I mean, just honestly, I feel like they hit on pretty much all the points. You walk in, the place is massive. Ceilings are huge. You can see the tanks in the back with all the beer working.
Yeah.
You walk in, and so the way they have it set up, I think is genius because it works well both for casual small gatherings. If you want to go with a larger group of friends, I think that also works well because the way it works, you walk in. There's a lot of large tables to see that. Sort of similar to Hopper House, not nearly as cramped, but there's a lot of large tables. There's not like small little round tables, 2-seater stuff like that.
Yeah, okay,
It's community seating, and you do have a bar. There's a lot of space, and there's a fair number of people there. They honestly could have fit more easily. You walk in, there's a sign that says, hey, grab a menu, take a look. Drinks are on one side, food's on the other, and when you're ready to order, up at the bar, they have designated areas and actually have them separated by rails that they made out of piping.
Oh, okay.
And it's just designated POS systems. You go up there, this is where you order. You're not sitting at a table waiting for a server to come to you. You're not waiting.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, you're not waiting, especially if you're in a larger group, you're not waiting for everyone to be ready. It's like, okay, is everyone ready to order? Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and take... No, it's as soon as you're ready, you walk in, you take your time. When you're ready to go, just walk up right to the bar.
So, do they have actual servers, or are they more just like food runners?
So they had a couple people bussing.
Okay.
When it comes to food, so you go to the POS system, you order your drinks and or food. They'll pour their drinks right there for you, and for food, they give you a pager. Now, what the majority of their menu, it's mostly pizza. It's wood-fired pizza. They have a couple appetizers, a couple salads, but it's a very simple menu. It shouldn't take you long at all to find something that you'd like. Pizzas range anywhere from like $9 to $14. Appetizers, ballpark of like $7 to $9. Got a couple salads. It's pretty easy. It's pretty easy to decide. And so after you get your drink, you order your food, they give you a pager, you go back to your table. My pizza was ready within 5-6 minutes. I literally got my pager, and I was with 3 other guys, Abe, Joel, and Mike. We sat down, I got up, and went to the restroom after I got my drink and my pager. I'm coming out of the restroom. Mike and Joel already have their pizza. They're walking from the kitchen area with their pizza, and Abe already had his. I get back to the table, and maybe within a minute, if that, my pager goes off, and it's ready to go.
So this is they have a pretty efficient system, is what it sounds like.
I mean, I'd be curious to see what it's like when it's even busier, because like I said, they could have easily fit more people in there, and I could imagine that it can get pretty hectic. But the place is so large, and the fact that you have designated areas for ordering, you're not trying to weasel your way in between a crowded bar, trying to get the bartender's attention. No, you go up to the POS, and they'll come over, take care of you. Real simple. And so I feel like, their flow, their system, I think it's excellent. It just creates so much less stress, I think, for going out. Again, you're not dealing...
It just sounds like something unique, and it sounds like maybe a way to cut down on the long waits that you oftentimes have.
It really does, because you move at your own pace, honestly. You set the pace of how quick you want to get in and get out. And so we get our pizzas, and they're good. The crust was a little tougher than I would have liked. It was firmer than Pizza 216, but at the same time, it was a little harder to chew through. I'm not necessarily saying it was bad. Just a little tougher, but I mean, it still had that char. You're still getting it straight out of the oven when your pager goes off. So it's still hot, it's still fresh.
Yeah.
Good flavor, and again, you're really not breaking the bank. Mm-hmm. I opted to get one of their house brews. It was a Smoked Hells, which is a German lager, and that was, in my opinion, that was excellent. I thought the beer was excellent.
Yeah, I do like their beer.
Yeah, because a lot of times I feel like beers, they describe them as having certain notes, certain flavors.
Yeah.
But you don't necessarily taste it.
Right.
It said it's a smoked lager. It literally was like drinking
Liquid smoke.
liquid smoke in beer form, which was fantastic. It was rich.
So it was good?
It was
It wasn't,
rich.
like,
It was
gross?
smooth, but it was also refreshing. It didn't feel heavy.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you said it was a lager, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it didn't feel heavy. I thought it was excellent, and it was $5.
Yeah,
Which
that's a good price.
that to me for an in-house brew, I think that's excellent, especially when other places are charging who knows what for domestics. Don't even get me started on that.
Yeah, that's
So
opening
no.
day. You could get a $6 domestic.
Before,
That was
so
pretty cool.
for a pizza for myself and a house brew before tip, just over $18.
Nice.
Yeah, that's not
So it's
Pretty good for a brew house downtown.
Yeah, and it's extremely reasonable. So, like I said, I think they hit on a lot of notes. I think it's convenient. I think the flow is good. I think the atmosphere, it works well whether you want a large party or if you just want to go for like a small outing. You know, they have a lot of
Yeah.
seating space. Also, plenty of TVs.
you told me that.
Yeah, plenty of
I remember,
TVs.
yeah, we had that conversation.
You know, we were catching glimpses of the Indians game, and so don't worry if you're a sports fan.
Yeah.
There's going to be an outlet
So
there.
it's a sports-friendly brewery, it sounds like.
It's sports friendly. I wouldn't classify it as like a sports bar, but no, it's definitely sports
but
friendly.
it's sports-friendly.
And I felt like the environment, whether you're having maybe like a little bit of a kind of lively night on the town, or you're just really relaxed and chill with a group of friends, I think it works either way. Honestly, you don't feel in the community seating. You don't necessarily feel like you're being infringed upon by other groups. You're
Yeah.
honestly just with the people you're with.
Yeah.
So
Nice. Awesome. Yeah, it definitely sounds like a place I might want to check out tomorrow.
I say it's
With our big group.
I'd say it's worth it if you got a large group of people.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
I was thinking like doing Hofbrauhaus again, but that would literally us be doing the exact same thing we did
should
last
do
year.
something different. Yeah.
So
yeah.
we'll see. We'll see. It's also I'm not picky, so whatever everybody wants to do. But
We'll see how the mood is like.
yeah. So anyway,
We got a few more
now,
things we got to cover before we wrap up. His
James
jam.
Yes, sir.
We got some Jimmy action.
Mr. Man in the
JT.
Woods.
Yes, sir. What do you want to
So,
know?
First of all, you
Jimmy
had
went.
really good
Jimmy
seats,
went
right? Great seats,
for his birthday.
Yes.
Actually,
Yes, sir. On my birthday. Yeah. So
Yeah,
it
on
was
his
a
birthday.
The big
treat.
2-0.
yeah. So where'd you guys sit?
We were in the club seat section.
Yeah.
So we were like honestly right in the middle of it all. Just the way the stage was set up. JT was kind of walking around like the
Yeah, that
entire
was so
floor.
cool how basically the entire floor that they used.
There was a main stage and there was like a little walkway, and then they actually had a little section with like grass coming up. And,
Yeah.
they had a little bonfire there.
Yeah, and
Some
then
trees. Yeah, it was
they did
cool.
that dance floor thing too.
Yeah,
later in
that
the
was
show.
neat. Yeah, on the
Yeah.
floor for sure.
We bought tickets that day. I was trying to bid on seats on flash seats, and that got me nowhere. So we actually got a pretty good deal for the seats we got. We got first row in Loudville in the upper deck, right behind the stage, which was okay. I mean, they had screens up, but like you could see through them.
Well, what I saw from your picture was the Man of the Woods sign that they had.
Yeah.
It was like blocking your view a little bit.
Yeah, but like they didn't have that down the whole time.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, you're right.
so
Right in the
he-
beginning, it was down, right?
Yeah, so he when he came out and he opened the show with Filthy,
Yeah.
that came down, and then by
Right.
halfway through that song,
Okay.
they brought it back up, and I think
Got
that
it.
was purposely because they
the
were
people-
selling seats behind.
Mm-hmm.
If they kept that down, they probably wouldn't have sold those seats.
What was
Just
cool
because-
is that he came over for I forget what song it was, but he came over towards you guys.
Yeah, for a couple of the songs he did
Yeah.
that, and they had the whole band like the
Rotate,
drums
right?
and stuff were like rotating drums. and
Yeah.
they rotated and they sang towards us,
That's
which I
cool.
thought was cool.
Yeah. No, it was a
Um,
crazy concert for sure. He did a
yeah.
lot of his new stuff, the Man in the Woods album, which is highly criticized. People don't like it. but
Ridiculous.
Me and Dan love it.
Ridiculous.
Absolutely. It's definitely.
Ridiculous.
I can't say I like it more than the 2020 experience. I think that's just a work of art. It's
Yeah.
gold. But I don't know. It's definitely different than what
This new one, I feel like people either love it or they hate it.
Yeah.
There's no in between. Like
Yeah.
which is interesting because he has a lot of different style songs on it. Mm-hmm. Like Filthy is nothing like
techno.
nothing like Flannel.
No.
or
different.
flannel is like
and then you have Wave or
yeah.
Waves, whatever.
Wave is on there. I think. What's
Supplies? That's different. Say
Supplies?
something.
Supplies is like a hip hop song.
Yeah, exactly. It's definitely very.
Say Something has Chris Stapleton on it. Like
Yeah.
a
So when I
huge
heard-
country star.
When I heard Filthy for the first time, I was like, this doesn't go along with the whole Man of the Woods thing. Just the way he's promoting it
Right.
makes it seem like, oh, this is a country
And
album.
I hated Filthy when I first heard it.
Oh no, it was so good.
I like it now.
Phenomenal. Just the
Hated
video.
it when
Did
I
you
first-
watch the music video?
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I hated it.
No.
Yes.
It was like Steve Jobs
'Cause I'm like-
coming out.
'cause I'm like-
AI stuff.
He's not.
A robot.
There's no words to the song. He's just saying,
It's a funky beat.
yeah, it's a what beat?
Funky.
Oh, okay. good.
F-U-N.
Good. Got it.
Okay, wow.
Got it.
Yes, sir. But anyways, back to the concert. What was obviously one of the highlights of the show was our boy LeBron comes up on stage. I didn't know they were really good friends.
No,
But the night before, they're
I knew they
boys.
were. I knew they were friends. I didn't know they were that close.
Yeah, but the night before, JT was obviously
Yeah, he was at
courtside,
the-
and they were
at the game.
talking.
Yeah,
and
they were
were.
doing
The camera
They
caught
were
them.
cover their mouth.
They were covering their
don't know
mouth.
what they're talking about.
And then I actually have a video of it. When LeBron comes up on stage, they do the same thing. They're like, "Yeah, y'all want to know what we were talking about, but y'all ain't gonna know." They
Yeah.
did the same thing.
And he actually brought it because you know what I didn't know during the concert. I saw it pictures. There was a bar around the. I didn't.
You didn't know
I
that?
couldn't notice that when
Just
we were
yeah.
down there. But I saw like where the hell did LeBron get those shots?
Yeah,
Because he brought up like a whole like serving
Plate.
platter
Well-
of shots for him and the band.
What's interesting is my sources, very reliable source,
on the
directly.
Jimmy's got a
directly
man on the
related to
inside.
Quicken Loans Arena. Yeah, I guess the shots that LeBron had, he gave JT one with like no alcohol in it. Like it was
Oh, really?
Yeah. And,
Why?
like LeBron, I just messing with him or something.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess it's my source. I
Yeah.
don't know if I can confirm that or not.
You would
but-
think LeBron would be the one
Jimmy
not.
has
Yeah.
a source.
You would think LeBron would be the one not drinking alcohol with a game the next day.
next day, yeah.
And he
Who'd
was
they
a
play?
bit sluggish. Oh, everybody's so much controversy about
Conspiracy.
LeBron partying the night before, but
Who'd they play the next day? It wasn't the Raptors. Was
no.
No.
Who was it? Who did they play the night where JT was there?
It's a great question.
I don't remember.
I can't remember either.
Jordan, look that up.
Wasn't it Philly? Or no, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't Philly. It was some scrub team because they were able to come back and win.
But no, anyways, it was back to the
I can't
concert.
remember.
So it was everything from the 2020 experience, Future Sex, Love Sounds, Man of the Woods. One of my favorite parts was the suit and tie song.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
They
With the light
paused. Well, no. So they go. This was like towards the far end of the
show. Oh,
floor where they paused, and he had that. I don't think people like. I mean, obviously, our listeners obviously probably didn't see it, but the microphone stand, how it was attached to the ground. He's like swinging and dancing with it.
like how he did at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, the same
show?
thing.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
Yeah. You had better view than I did. Like when he went out towards like away from the stage, we couldn't really see him very well. But I agree. Like I love how he probably played 5 or 6 songs from the new album.
More.
You think?
For sure. He played every song except for. Honestly, it's kind of sad that I remember this. I want to say 3 or 4 songs he didn't
Hey,
play.
I watched this. I've watched his Super Bowl performance like 20 times. So
More than 20 times.
leading up to the show, like yeah, it's pathetic.
No, I mean, I think there was like 18, 17 songs on the entire set list. Something like that.
Oh yeah.
Great show, phenomenal performers.
Was there
coming
an-
back in October.
Was there an opener?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was.
They were called the Shadow Boxers. They're from Atlanta, I believe.
Yeah.
I've looked them up. They're
Were they-
decent.
Yeah, they
Were
weren't
they
bad.
good? Okay.
Yeah, they weren't.
They're
They
decent.
actually there was also a DJ there too, right?
Yeah, before.
And he played "Bye Bye Bye" by NSYNC, and the crowd just like every girl in the crowd just went nuts, and Abe too because Abe had a few beverages.
A few
So like the
Mountain Dews.
So like the beginning of the concert, he was like, it was hilarious to watch him dance, and
Oh, that's
it was
funny.
great. It was awesome.
I love when
But
it's like that.
my favorite was when he brought out what is that if you ever watch the video of Say Something, he
Just
does
the
that
little DJ
soundboard
thing.
like thing where he press the button and plays a
Soundboard.
sound effect or whatever. when he did.
What song was it?
Was it? It was My Love, wasn't it?
Yeah, right.
And he like just basically he would play a couple notes and then he'd like walk away out of the spotlight and then he'd come back and play a couple.
Well,
others.
he's wearing a LeBron. Yeah.
He had a couple different LeBrons on.
Yeah.
That he wore the equality ones. Where they were black and like one was black, one was white.
Yeah.
That's when he did that because
he came out with that.
He put his shoe up on the thing and the camera showed it, and then the crowd went nuts or whatever.
He also he's a big sneakerhead.
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah, he's huge into like Jordans.
I know Jordans.
Well, they even released like a special
for a Super Bowl show
prototype. Yeah, if anyone, I don't buy a lot of sneakers, but I keep up with sneakers.
Yeah.
The Air Jordan 3s that he wore at the Super Bowl were actually like prototype Air Jordan 3s. The guy who designed the Air Jordan 3s originally had the swoosh in the Air Jordan 3s, which if anyone knows shoes, they know the Air Jordan 3 doesn't have a swoosh.
Nope.
So these ones did, and they released them, if I understand correctly, under JT's name, essentially. They were kind of like his signature. I don't know if you'd say signature shoe, or if you would say just like a special edition made for him. So yeah, he's super into shoes.
Yeah, he also wore the Deion Sanders 15s. Those red
During
ones
the show?
Those red ones that have the black strap.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
They were the ones. They're LeBron modeled.
Oh yeah. No, I know which ones you're talking about.
Like Deion Sanders cleats. Like he modeled those after. So
Yeah.
he wore those too. I don't know when he changed. I have no idea, but
yeah, I think it was before they came out around the campfire.
Yeah. That was cool too.
It was like a 10-minute break. Yeah.
So yeah, it was a great show. He opened with Filthy. Like we said, he played a bunch of old songs. Played a bunch off the new album. He ended with "Got This Feeling." Right. That's what
Don't
it's
Stop
called,
the
right?
Feeling.
Don't Stop the Feeling.
Is that what it's called? Yeah.
I got this feeling.
Can't stop.
New lyrics.
That song. Can't Stop the Feeling. But anyways, back to the openers, the Shadow Boxers. What's interesting is when they first came out, I was like, all right, like who are these?
Yeah, come on, let's go.
Start
the show.
Who are these punk teenagers? Like that's what it seemed like. They sound like, all right, guys, like we're really honored and blessed to be here. Yeah, they just sound like some punk. They're actually like in their like 20s, early 30s. But how JT discovered that, I was thinking, I was like, all right, how are these guys here? Like, did the Q pick them? Or obviously JT probably picked them, but their story is they put out a cover. They're like, I guess, notorious for all their covers. They put out a cover of Push Your Love Girl.
Yes, I did hear about this.
He just came across it, and he's like, all right, you guys have potential, and he saw some of himself.
Yeah. Oh, that's kind of cool.
So he picked them up. Yeah, he brought them on the road.
I did read about that. I read about it after the show.
Yeah, so I actually I've been listening to them and just looking them up, and they're definitely on the rise. They don't have very limited music, but
it was a really good show. He probably played for like 2 hours.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
long time.
over 2 hours. I mean, like Jimmy said, he played like 17 songs
easily.
That's a big set. Jeez.
Yeah, he did pretty much every song he did in the Super Bowl show, plus his new stuff. Because the Super Bowl show, he didn't play, except for Filthy, he didn't play any of his new stuff.
No, he didn't.
He opened with Filthy, and then he played pretty much, If you watch, he did the Super Bowl show like 3-4 years previous, and it was basically the same show.
Yeah.
You go back and watch, it was pretty much the same
Similar.
thing. Except he did the Prince tribute.
That was cool.
And
he got a lot of backlash for that.
He did, because there's a lot of history between Prince and JT with like Prince's family and Prince basically accusing JT of ripping him off and stuff, but we won't go into that. We're talking about the show. So he's coming back October 2nd.
Or 2nd or 3rd.
Yeah, 2nd or 3rd of October.
That's pretty cool for Cleveland to have
Definitely,
him twice in 1 year.
He's at Boston. Boston got 2 shows. They were 2 days in a row.
I think Chicago got 2 shows.
Cleveland wasn't originally going to get a second show, but the ticket demand for the first show was so high that they decided to tack it on at the end of the tour. So he's actually going to be coming back at the end of the tour, which is cool because kind of get like a bookend, because Cleveland's one of the first stops and then last. So I'm sure the set list will probably be the same. It'll be interesting to see how because I'm definitely going again.
I kind of wanted to.
Yeah, I'm definitely. It was funny. Go. As soon as which song did he play? Oh, he played a song. Gosh.
Towards the beginning?
Sexy Back, I think he played.
Oh, man, yeah.
And Abe's like, I'm going again in October. I'm like, let's do it.
That's hilarious.
So
what was kind of I didn't really realize it at first because me and Jen got there pretty early.
Yeah, you guys got there early.
Yeah, and as like the seats were filling, we were just looking around. I was like, all right, well, I'm definitely the youngest by like 10 years for sure. But it was all these like middle-aged moms.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, this makes sense. They're here for the JT NSYNC days.
Yeah.
And they're back for
Yep.
Man of the Woods. Yeah.
Yep.
They were all going
For
crazy
sure.
over his
Yeah.
old stuff. And when, like you said, the DJ came out and played the Bye Bye Bye, they were just going nuts.
Oh my gosh,
Bunch
they're
of drunk
going
middle-aged
crazy.
moms.
Yeah.
Yep.
The best.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great show.
So highly suggest looking into the
Yeah.
October show. Honestly,
October show.
It's worth the money. It's
If you've
the next best thing since Michael Jackson performance-wise, you know.
Wow.
He didn't
Okay.
stop dancing.
High
It's
praise.
just the choreography.
he literally
absolutely.
he didn't stop dancing for 2 hours.
He's the Michael Jackson
Like, they had
of our
that-
generation.
Okay.
They had that.
I feel like that could be controversial. But
Stop.
okay.
Stop. I'm not saying he's as good. I'm just saying
Yeah.
he's the next
But
best
no,
thing.
yeah. I mean,
in the
there's-
same light as how
Yeah.
music isn't as good as it was in the 80s.
Yeah.
Exactly.
but
now.
yeah,
Yeah.
performance-wise, no, I think it's very fair to say that there's no one who compares.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he there was the little lull, like you said, when they did the campfire thing, which like
Yeah, that was good.
I say lull, but just like he wasn't like dancing, but
Well,
like,
he was trying
like
to
the musical
showcase-
part of it was great.
He was showcasing his backup
Yeah.
singers who all have
Right.
a
Oh
set
my
of
gosh.
pipes on them.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. They sang Dreams, the Fleetwood Mac song, Come Together.
Yeah, that was awesome. When,
yeah.
when that girl sang Dreams,
It was insane.
amazing. Yeah, it was so good. It was like Stevie was there.
That's what I felt.
But I said we were all talking up in our seats. We're like I'm gonna lose my mind if Chris Stapleton comes out.
I was thinking the same thing, but I was
I
no
you-
chance.
he's not like
Yeah.
he's not. I mean, but
I thought he was gonna at least sing Chris's verse, but he didn't.
yeah, or
He just skipped.
at least have like a video part of it or whatever.
Something,
Yeah,
yeah.
whatever. I mean, it was still cool. There was one more thing I was gonna say about it. Like the he's coming back early October. Check out his new album, Man of the Woods. If you've already listened to it and you don't like it, listen to it again, because there are songs on there that I listened to first time, like Filthy, what was another one?
Probably Flannel.
No, I actually like.
Did
See,
you?
you don't like Flannel,
No, I like it now. It's great.
but I Flannel was one of my favorites.
Supplies. Was it one of the?
It might have been Supplies.
the others?
Actually, even Midnight Summer Jam. When I first heard it, I didn't like it,
I think every song's good.
but I love that song now.
Yeah.
But yeah, listen to it again. The more you listen to it, the more you'll pick up different stuff in the songs, and you'll like it.
I just think
because
people
he is truly an artist. Like, he's not like,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
It just varies in his music.
yeah.
But I think people criticize it so heavily. It's just because they're expecting, Sexy Back JT or
NSYNC
Cry
or
Me a
whatever.
River.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I
That's what
bet
people
I
expect.
guarantee you people were hoping that he would like do Bye Bye Bye.
Because even
or-
the 2020 experience was overshadowed. It didn't get nearly the amount of credit it should have
Yeah.
gotten.
yeah.
But because people are just expecting old JT and
Right.
saying people were like,
Right.
when he what award show was it? When he came back, or it wasn't the Super Bowl, was it? It was something. He came back with Insane.
Oh, that was probably the
was
MTV Video Music
That's what it
Awards.
was. Yeah.
VMAs.
So people were expecting something like that, you know. And-
People were expecting that for the Super Bowl halftime show.
Yeah. That or he brings out Janet Jackson. That didn't happen. Make amends.
It was so good though. But yeah, so switching over to Paul and Jordan, you guys went out for Dyngus Day. Tell us real quick about your experiences with Dyngus Day.
I'll be quick with mine. I never, ever even so much as heard of Dyngus Day. So I wasn't taking it seriously. I was like, okay, what is it, 20 people going to show up for some 20 Polish people or whatever?
Lo and behold.
Well, my girlfriend Teresa's all about it. I guess she and her work have celebrated it before, and it's apparently a big thing in like Buffalo and now Cleveland.
Yes, Buffalo's huge.
Yeah, Paul spoke about it in our last podcast, and he'll probably give a little more details. So I kind of went into it with whatever. It was really cold at first. I wasn't having a good time. If anyone knows Teresa, you can have a conversation about this, and she'll be like, "Yep." I didn't have a good attitude at first, but I came around because once I realized that it was actually a good time, I had kind of a slightly different experience. I didn't enjoy the outside stuff. Like I saw the parade, but I'm sorry, I can't handle the cold. So me and Teresa went inside to get food at this one restaurant. I can't remember the name of it. Something Latitudes in Gordon Square.
41 North.
That place. And the food was very disappointing to me. They ran out of fries, which is always a disappointment to me. The sausage wasn't what I thought it was going to be. It was all right. Not my cup of tea. But then we ended up going to, what was that place we went to? Spice.
Yeah, Spice right across from the Happy Dog.
Spice is like a whatever, like swanky kind of restaurant bar, I would say, normally.
Yeah, you don't really get, I mean, it's a holiday.
Right.
And it's a
And
it's a European holiday.
Right, and
so you're not really getting the exact, as you would like to say, vibe
Right.
of the place.
So don't think of Spice as this type of place because it's probably not. But they had like a live, like folksy band there, and it was fun. I mean, it was good. It was a good time. There was some interesting people watching going around. How would I describe it? Like there was some people getting really feely, and hands were going in places where they shouldn't go in public.
Let's just say that there's some people who are just having a good time.
Let's leave that there.
And enjoying each other's company.
Paul's being nice.
All right, Paul,
nice.
real quick. Dyngus Day.
So I really love that. I'm not going to pretend that I'm like the first person to know about Dyngus Day, but I feel really privileged that I got to work with Justin Gorski, and actually I work currently with him now at Cleveland Vegan. Be sure to check them out on Detroit Avenue in the
Justin
Lakewood area.
Gorski?
So Justin Gorski, you might also know him as ulterior identification or his alter ego. His alias, DJ Kishka.
DJ Kishka.
Stole the Kishka.
By and far the centerpiece of this whole thing. I worked with Justin, and this was the 8th year for Dyngus Day in Cleveland.
Okay.
And he was one of the front runners. He and his wife Laura have worked hard every year helping organize this thing. He front runs this thing. He always operates mainly out of Gordon Square. The Happy Dog is definitely the hot spot for him each and every time. And
what kind of music does DJ Kishka play?
so he is, I would say, the polka DJ.
Nice.
No, fantastic. Any moment, just whipping out the accordion, bursting into "Who Stole the Kishka?"
Yes,
all the classics. And he puts so much into it every year. He makes sure that you're having a good time. And there are other locations that take part. You have Ohio City, you have Tremont. Places over Cleveland will have beer specials and food specials.
Yeah, it's almost like the little Cleveland boroughs.
Yeah, so there will be other people that participate. This year, if I remember correctly, is the first year that they actually closed off Detroit Avenue between 57th and 59th. And, I mean, people are there all day. I mean, this thing starts in the morning. I think like as early as 9 o'clock, maybe 10 o'clock in the morning. They're having activities down there in Gordon Square. And it goes till 9, 10 at night. It's like having a Polish St. Patty's Day.
That is, except everybody wears red, apparently.
No, well, the colors of the Polish flag, red and white.
Polish.
So, so you're not going to wear green.
Green is Irish.
Okay,
so, but no, I just love
Green's
that.
also Mexican.
Sure thing, Dan.
Sure thing, Dan.
But no, I really love that I got early exposure to something that I think really is a great expression of what Cleveland is. And it's been great seeing it grow. I hadn't been able to go the past couple years, so I was so excited to go back. I was excited to share it with friends who hadn't been yet. I love telling people about it. I mean, you get pierogies, you get kielbasa, you get polka music, you get punchkis, you get beer. It's just a great time. And honestly, it makes for an awesome Monday. Let's face it, Mondays usually have very little to celebrate. That was by and far like the greatest Monday I've had so far.
Wow.
And no, seriously though,
it was a good time. It was a good time.
And it meant so much to me. And it means a lot. So I'm always going to advocate for it. I'm going to try to get more and more people to go each year. I look forward to sharing it with people. Definitely worth checking out. They've already got it scheduled for next year. I believe April 22nd is going to be Dyngus Day next year. So it's always the Monday after Easter, the end of Lenten season. Definitely check it out. You're going to find some time during a Monday you're free. Heck, take Monday off. Skip work. Go to Dyngus Day. It's worth it.
Nice. Awesome. Yeah, definitely have to check that out next year. So, yeah, I think that pretty much does it for us this time. just kind of going on, just kind of go over what we might have coming up. We might have some potential guests coming up in future episodes. We have a potential female correspondent for the show coming up. Our friend Hannah Vegas is going to come on and talk with us here soon. I don't know when exactly. We still have to talk to her about it, but she's actually going to come on and talk to us about a couple interesting topics. One being something that she's doing with her work and with Laura's Home, a housing project that they're doing. Just one of the other things that we kind of want to talk about is kind of like the philanthropy aspect of the city that we've got going on. There's a lot of people doing a lot of great things for people in need in this city. So we definitely want to highlight that. Definitely interact with us on social media and tell us about some other things that you might know that's going on that think people should get more love about. So Hannah's going to come on and talk to us about that. She's going to share her own experiences about the JT concert. And she actually went to the game on opening day, so she can talk about that a little bit. Just kind of go off of what we talked about today. And like I said, hopefully this won't be the only time we'll have her on. Get a little bit more of a female voice on the show.
And I like you said, I think it'd be cool to bring kind of that perspective of, we talk about a lot of entertainment stuff, a lot of, just fun stuff. She brings kind of a more nitty gritty, servant, service kind of aspect of what people are doing here. Yeah.
A little more grounded. I mean, not that.
Well, with her job too, she does a lot of awesome stuff with her work.
She can talk sports too, which is good.
She's a big time sports fan. So
we're not going to talk about Michigan and the Cowboys, Hannah. So
oh god,
let's just leave that there. But another person that we might have on is a friend of mine, Britton Roberts, who we're hopefully going to have on for the Cavs playoff run. He's huge into the Cavs. He actually does a lot of things on Twitter, and I think he has a blog. He'll correct me if I'm wrong. A basketball blog talking about the Cavs and stuff and basketball. He's also huge into the local music scene in Cleveland, which I know is something that Jordan wants to get into as well. Talking more about that. And we'll talk to him also about his own musical projects that he's got coming up. So look for that coming up here in upcoming episodes. We don't know exactly when yet, but hopefully we'll have that for you guys soon. And we'll be back here hopefully sometime in the near future, hopefully in the next week or so. And we'll talk to you guys. Please hit us up on social media, on Twitter at LOTL Podcast 216. And on Instagram at Living Off the Land Pod. Check us out. Talk to us. We'd love to talk to you guys. How to make the show better and more interactive with you guys. We're going to start doing some polls on social media and stuff for you guys to get involved with. So that'll about do it for us here. Let us know what you think. Keep an eye out for future episodes. And we're just a couple guys living off the land. See you guys.
Later.
See y'all.